Here we are for Game 2 of the eSports League of Legends team from Johnson Central High School playing against the GameStop of Paintsville, Kentucky in Summoner's Rift 5v5 of League of Legends. We're starting off with a ban for Aatrox on the blue side and a ban of Hecarim on the red. Blue being the GameStop crew, red being the eSports team. Nautilus banned now for GameStop. A little bit of a ban phase, taking long, trying to figure out. Takes the Morgana out of play from last game. Realized that he was pretty strong with that character. Final ban coming up for GameStop right now, 20 seconds in, trying to figure out who to get rid of. Probably going to choose someone they played recently.
I won't be denied.
Sejuani goes out.
Ah, come on.
And the Jinx ban
What's
again.
the worst that could happen?
Pyke being chosen. First pick. Mordekaiser being hovered right now. Switches to Volibear, locked with Joey 4. That is going to be a tanky frontline. Mordekaiser now being hovered, chosen on GameStop side. Pick coming down to 2 seconds left, chooses a Corki. Lux, immediate pick. Waiting a little bit long, 24 seconds, Sever gets hovered and chosen. Udyr picked out the gate. Final pick of the GameStop crew coming down to 21 seconds. Caitlyn gets hovered and chosen. Looks like they are running back the bot lane from last game. Sivir Sion coming in. Lux being on the opposite team as what they were before, with new picks of Volley and J4. From what I could tell from this game, we will be seeing some interesting plays from the GameStop side. A little bit of an underlying issue that I could tell going into this will be Pyke and Mordekaiser trying to pick opposite enemies to go after. As we wait with the spectator delay, I am going to go over the advertisements we had from the last game. Go on down to Mick's Auto and check out his inventory of cars and trucks. Mick will save you money and treat you right. If you're hungry, stop by your local Fazoli's for some breadsticks. They're the best in town. Afterwards, turn to B&C Shirts for all your specialty, team, and event shirts needed. Quality works at a reasonable price. Also, many of you watching the stream now may be a fan of League of Legends. So be sure to stop by your friendly neighborhood GameStop and get your Riot cards that can be used on skins and wards in the game. We want to wish all participants good luck and to all Johnson County students to a fantastic 2019-2020 school year. After the last game ended, I had a conversation with a few from both sides both had some regrets, both had some comments and concerns that they had with their team that they tried to hash out. With the GameStop crew, it sounds like they were going to try and be a little more unified in their approaches. With the eSports team, they seemed pretty sure of their solidarity, but understand that with this new team comp may come different choices. Coming into this, I see it be a very aggressive lane again for the eSports team. J4 and Volley and Scion all known for being very aggressive in lane, with Lux and Sivir coming in with backup high damages. On the other side, Udyr, Mordekaiser, and Pyke are very well known for utility. Corki being very good at damage and long range with a fairly decent engage and disengage. As the last 25 seconds comes in, I would like to thank everyone who has turned into the stream today. With the last 10 seconds of the spectator delay, we are now getting ready to jump in to the game. It will be a titan of a match. With the game underway, the characters are now going to their immediate starting points. Corki mid with Caitlyn, Pyke bot, Mordekaiser top, Udyr in the jungle for a GameStop team. For the bottom, it's going to be Sivir and Scion again. Lux mid, Jarvan jungle, and Volley top.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
It seems as though 3 of the esports teams is waiting in the tri-bush of GameStop's side. If they're planning on ganking, we'll find out. I believe I know what they're going to attempt to do. Once red buff is taken, the usual path that the support and ADC will walk will be going straight through the tri-bush. That doesn't seem to be the case this time, as they are going underneath. They might still be caught, however. They will not. They have entirely avoided deploy. First contact seems to be top lane, Volibear, Mordekaiser. They've now given up on the setup, coming back down the lane. With Volley helping Jarvan do red buff, Mordekaiser's a little bit ahead on skill right now. Scion getting immediately caught by a trap and Pyke Q, getting a lot of damage. First blood, 2 minutes, 30 seconds into a Caitlyn taken down by the Scion passive. He will not go down quietly in the night, ladies and gentlemen. This is a titan in the bot lane. As the engage goes, Volleybear, Mordekaiser fighting in the top. Volleybear taking a lot of damage from Mordekaiser's poke. Minions are pushed back right now, losing a little bit of minion wave to the tower. Volleybear not known really for being good at creep farming under it. Good damage by Lux to Corki. Corki already low on mana. Jarvan coming in to see if he could do something about the Corki mid lane. Waiting in the bush for Corki to mess up. Scion gets trapped again, takes a lot of damage. Corki almost gets taken out by Jarvan. W's away, very low on mana. Might have to think about going back. Scion waiting in the bush, gets attacked and flashes into the fight again. Dies. Flash and heal by Caitlyn. That is 2 now down. Looks like Volleybear taking a lot of damage still from Mordekaiser. Bone plating is helping him disturb a lot of that. Udyr coming up, trying to think about something to do up there. I don't think it's really possible to do anything about Volleybear, along with him still having passive. Mordekaiser's still going to try and do something. Udyr leaves. Volleybear still taking damage, though, looking for the creep. Lux and Corki both low on mana. Lux uses the last bit of hers to do creep farm instead. Jarvan coming back to mid lane. They're going to try and do something about the Corki again. Corki being low on mana. This might actually come in to do something. Corki has no idea. Volleybear backing top lane. Mordekaiser pushing a little too hard. Corki going in, uses the last bit of his mana to stop Lux from backing. It looks like it's going to be a ploy. Lux trying to keep him from going a little bit farther back. Lux wants to go in, gets a root off on Corki, puts a little bit more damage on her, gets ignited by Corki. If Corki turns around and gets another shot, he might be able to get the kill. Ignite and minions does it anyways. Corki survives. Udyr comes in for a little bit of backup. Volleybear, Mordekaiser fighting in the top lane, a little bit of back and forth. Volleybear needs to start using his frenzy attacks, or else he's not going to be able to win these fights. Has to bite the Iron Man. Going in for a Rolling Thunder, pushes ult, goes in, ease, smack, smack. Goes for a bite, but the shield keeps it from happening. Mordekaiser pops his shield, goes down to Volleybear anyway. The Titan is down. Pike going for a pull, gets the pull on Sivir, gets the stun off. Caitlyn gets a little bit more damage. Sivir has to flash. Okay. Scion takes more damage. Do not understand that. Lux just slowly farming. Corki trying to get a little bit of back. Scion gets grabbed. Pike jumps in for the E, walks back, misses the stun. Looks like there is a gank coming up. Jarvan coming in deep, trying to get a hit on the Caitlyn. Caitlyn down from Ignite. Sivir going a little bit more damage on Pike, but everyone backs off. Corki, Udyr was going to try and come down and re-intervene, but they decided not to. Jarvan coming back towards Dragon. Pike giving a little bit more damage towards Scion, jumping out of the way of Scion Q. Volleybear decided he's had enough of this Iron Giant again, going in for a couple more smacks, puts on ult, gets a little bit of E, smack. Mordekaiser has to flash or else he's going to die to Volleybear. Volleybear still giving chase. Volleybear gets a Rolling Thunder off. He is actually going to stop. Pike going for another hook. Cancels it instead with no target. Corky going for a little more trade in the background, trying to get good shots off on Lux. Hits one on. Goes for a little more damage on Lux. Tries to get a little more, but she keeps backing off. Pot going deep for Sivir. Misses. Gets a Q off. Goes for a smack. Bone plating activates on. Gets a little more damage. Caitlyn shooting from the back line. A little more damage on Silver. Looks like Silver is going to go down to the Kate. I didn't know which one was going to get the kill out of that. Volibear moving back, trying to get the Mordekaiser into his minions. Looks like he did. A little bit of flip, a little bit of growl. Walks back. Sion ulti coming down mid lane, going straight into Caitlyn. Smacks, reverses the Q, goes for an E on the Caitlyn, gets a little bit more damage, gets trapped. That was useless. Jarvan in very deep trouble right now. A little bit too many enemies around him. Going to just try and flash out. Sion there to give it a little bit of backup. Good amount of creep farm happening right now. Looks like Lux and Corky's going to go back at it again. Lux ults away. Corky follows up with a little bit of an E. Goes in, more damage. Jarvan says, no way, Jose, let me show you the way. Bam! Goes for a smackdown. Stops himself with his own wall. Tries to get a little more smack. Lux misses the ult. Looks like Udyr's there to re-intervene. Gets a little bit more smack on the Jarvan. Bit more damage in mid lane. Looks like Volibear came down a little bit of help. Mordekaiser was going to try and follow suit, making sure Jarvan got out alive. Pot going for a more jump, but it looks like Sivir gets the spell shield off on it. Pot going underwater, trying to get to the Sivir. Gets a little bit of smack off. Sion Q stops it, goes beat down on the Pike. Smack, tries to get it. Pike ult, gets away. Looks like Sivir will die to the Caitlyn. Now behind the Sion. Sion going for a Q. Smack the Caitlyn up in the air. Smack attack, smack attack, smack attack. Going for a little more. Everybody stays away from the big giant. Takes down Pike, tries to flash away, still dies. Volibear comes in deep on Udyr, trying to smite, trying to flash. Bye. Smack. Smack. Roars a little bit too late. Flashes nowhere. Smack. Bots. Udyr's got to run for his life now. Gets smack attacked by the Volibear. Smacking the plant. Guess what? It moves. A little bit of a sneak attack by Corky onto Lux. Barrier's going to save her life for a little bit. Corky jumps in a little more, grabs it with the ult shot. Sion ult coming down bot lane. Look for the Caitlyn. Misses entirely. Goes into the bush trying to find her. W misses. Q makes contact. Throws an E. Sivir with the play. Corky taking a little bit of damage on this tower. Pike jumps in, tries to get a little bit more damage on it. Smacks Sion with a little bit. Sivir E bounces off. Tower's going to actually make contact with her now. Sivir trying to poke from the distance works. Pot going in a little more damage. Gets the target, gets a little more damage off of Sion though. I don't entirely know if that was worth it. Udyr coming in hot, trying to get to the Lux. Gets stunned. Still going to come in with bear stance. Going to try and chase. There's an ignite on her. Corky throwing everything he can. Does not get it. Caitlyn gets attacked by the Scion. Pike hits a minion 2 feet in front of his face. Make sure he didn't get away. Volleybear coming in deep. Roars. Smacks. Puts on the ult. Keeps the smack attack. Thunder man going deep. Smack attack. Smack attack. Wait for the bot and... it's a victory to Mordekaiser, barely. Corky going for long range damage. Looks like Jarvan's going to try and intervene. He's stopped by the pink ward. Greed will overcome him. Corky may have been able to get the kill there if he did not get hit by the Lux stun. Caitlyn Sivir going at it a little bit too close range. Caitlyn's supposed to be the longest range in the game. Guess what? She's going to be hand-to-hand close combat with you. Pike goes for the greedy ult at the end of it. Too bad she died 2.5 seconds ago, boy. Scion ult coming down bot lane. Going deep for the Caitlyn. Almost going to get it. Caitlyn flashes out of the way. Jarvan with a massive ult on Pike for the kill. Udyr coming in turtle stance. Back to the top lane. Volleybear getting ready to fight against Mordekaiser. Going to run away. Gets the first hit on Volleybear. He's going to go back down. Looks like Dragon's going to be trying to take him from the GameStop team right now. Scion going to try and run intervention. Looks like Corky's going to fight him off. Easy Dragon or GameStop. Corky trying to go deep on Lux. Lux flashes. Too late, too sad. Corky still on her, fighting. Misses the ult. Still goes for fire damage. Has to back down the Scion. Udyr and Caitlyn run away from the fight. Have very little mana and very little health to take on 3 people. Corky still going for damage. Looks like a barrier actually just saved Lux from taking more. Volleybear taking slowly more damage. Pink ward secured by Sivir. Lux, a little too big for her britches. Might need to step back. One more of those and she will go down. Corky doing a little more creep farming. Sivir comes up while Jarvan backs at mid base. Looks like a TP back to lane to Volleybear. Going to get trying back into the fray. Scion pushing up deep by himself. Sivir a little bit close, but not close enough if they actually engaged. Caitlyn getting long range damage on Sivir right now. Not much she can do about it. Looks like Corky's going to try and get a little greedy onto the Lux. Udyr comes out of nowhere from left field, goes for a smack. Bear stance, fire, done. Caitlyn attacked by Scion, destroyed by Jarvan. Going to do a little bit of damage towards the mid-tower turret. Takes it with the Demolish proc from Udyr. That'll be the first tower of the game. Corky, a little more damage on Sivir. Sivir backs down. Spell shield used after the damage. Volleybear getting sweeped in by Mordekaiser again. Ease the Mordekaiser away. Looks like the tower's about to be taken down bot lane now. It is trade for trade on towers with nothing else happening really in between. Volleybear taking more and more damage, running down, getting ready to fight the Udyr, but backs up because Jarvan's there. Caitlyn trying to get a little bit of poke on Scion. At the time, the items stand Volibear, Sunfire Cape with Merc Treads. Merc Treads being used by most of the teams on both sides. Scion having Boots of Mobility, trying to keep up with the speed of everything. Boots of Mobility on Pike as well with a Relic Shield. At the moment, the best item that I'm seeing right now, Caitlyn has an Infinity Edge, trying to get a little more damage, and Mordekaiser has a Rylai's. Caitlyn getting a lot of damage on Scion right now. Sivir's got to back up. Basic attacks can't be stopped by Spell Shield. Almost dead. Here comes the ult. And Scion cannot make it in time. Scion would have, I believe, died as well. At the moment, it looks like just a farm lane mid-side. Lux trying to get a lot of damage. Corki still being able to poke. Scion backing bot lane. It looks like it's a stalemate right now down there for minions. Corki jumping in, trying to get a good damage on the two Lux. Barrier saving her life again, trying to get more on it. Here comes the next ult. Flash, ult, and shot down. Mordekaiser's been able to try and make Volibear play under tower this entire game. A lot of poke, making sure bone plating goes down, trying to really get good damage off on him afterwards for the cooldown. A lot of pings bot lane, trying to make sure no one gets down there. 3-on-2 scenario. Volibear going deep, trying to get ready to fight the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser goes a little bit on damage. Cannot get away from Volibear. It looks like trying to walk away. Flashes from the bite, but it still goes through. Damage wasn't really that impressive. Udyr found something he shouldn't have found. Gets ulted on by Jarvan. You ain't going nowhere, Bear. This is your habitat now. Damage from over the wall. Scion with a Q. Caitlyn coming a little too far. Puts a trap down. No one really notices. Jarvan taking his blue buff now, getting ready to come back down the blue buff to bot side with 3 still there. Pike, Caitlyn, and Corki still running amok. Jarvan sitting next to them, really hoping that a tower dive happens. If they do, Jarvan will be able to probably clean up at least 1 kill. Looks like Sivir comes in with an ult. Scion goes deep. Corki goes down. Sivir goes down to Caitlyn. Scion trying to protect the tower as much as he can, taking a lot of damage down to the crit shot from Caitlyn. Udyr fighting Lux in the mid lane, going to be able to chase her down with Bear Stance. Shouldn't be able to get away from this. Smack, dead. Bear Stance keeping the tower shot from doing any much damage. Udyr walking into a Jarvan. Jarvan ready to rustle. Bear Stance happened down. It's going to be a fight. It's a titanous fight right now. Volibear goes down, though, to a Jarvan. If he did not die to Jarvan, Caitlyn had an ult prepared to try and help him. Volibear ends a Mordekaiser with quick combat. Looks like they're going for Dragon again right now. The red team has no idea about it. Easily takes Dragon. That is the second of the game. Volibear taking a lot in the river right now, eating up some fruities. At the moment, it's really a stalemate, trying to get cover, trying to get ground and sight. More fruities being eaten bot lane. Jarvan going deep. Looks like Caitlin's found herself in the wrong side of town and down. Mordekaiser trying to push a little bit deep in. He's only got one minion to actually take tower aggro, though. A little bit of damage on the tower. Couldn't really do much about it. Volibear had the TP in, though, so that is something to take out of it. Sion chasing Corki away. Looks like Caitlyn came back to play also, putting a little more damage on him. Getting a lot of extra shots off. Here comes Pike coming in deep, trying to get a good got. There is Sion down again. Ult used after the fact. Sion beating down Pike in front of him. Volibear going deep in a 2-on-1 scenario. Looks like he was getting ready to fight, but back down, realizing Mordekaiser had turned around. Jarvan coming in deep right now on Caitlyn. Turns back around, tries to get to Corki. Corki actually jumps out the way. Meanwhile, Udyr pushing mid lane. Sion has to intervene. Udyr doesn't really care. Goes for a smack. Gets tower shot. Towers. Whack. Ignite. Whack. He's going to die to it. Sivir taking blue buff, needs a little bit of it more for mana, so that way she should throw her weapon a little more. Corki going mid lane, going to try and capitalize on Lux, stopping the creep. Looks like he's actually going to just be staying. Sivir on the other side, Pike coming to support. Jarvan and Sion right behind. Corki getting 2 free shots. Sion coming in, realizing enough is enough, trying to get something out of it. Udyr comes in. There is a fight between Caitlyn and Sivir in the background. Looks like Caitlyn's actually going to win barely, but it's going to be actually a trade-off. Corki jumps out the way. Here comes Jarvan, dead to Corki. Udyr now running down Sion, trying to. Sion just going to say, no way, Jose, that ain't the way. He's going to continue to run. Bear stance right behind him, still not going to be able to do anything. Lux comes in for the support. Smack attack. And that is a dead Udyr. Looks like at the moment, Mordekaiser's trying to take top lane again. He's got a candy minion this time with 3 caster minions. Volibear's not going to allow that to happen, though. Volibear and Mordekaiser getting ready to go at it again. Volibear ults. Mordekaiser realizes he cannot fight that. Goes back to tower. Going for another dragon again. Looks like Caitlyn's deep in the actual backline of it. He's going to have to E away, or else Sion's going to have her for dinner. Sivir's going to start to continue to attack the dragon. They're going to try and get out the ward, so that way they can take the dragon in peace. Looks like Corki's not going to allow it to happen, though. Caitlyn coming in. Corki coming in deep. Going to just jump in the back. Jarvan going to ult him. Sion goes down. Corki goes down. Here comes Udyr to try and jump in to get the tower. Gets the dragon by Scion, it seems. Scion now smack attacking Udyr. Udyr survives, runs towards Sivir. Bear stance, gets stopped by the spell shield. Can't do anything about it. Pyke dead to Jarvan. Jarvan realizing he's wanting some more. Caitlyn says, no, that ain't going to happen. Shoots Q, almost dies to Sivir. If that backslash would have happened, I believe that would have been a kill. It has so far been a meaty 1v1 against these two titans of top lane, Volibear and Mordekaiser. It's really just been a slugfest whenever they actually get into combat. But it seems that Volibear usually comes out on top thanks to his ult. He's going to go for a Rolling Thunder E. Smack attack. He gets his ult off. Mordekaiser has to run away or else he's going to die to Volibear. Volibear's got the bite on him. Going to keep going. He's got Sunfire Cape. Here comes Pyke to give us a piss. Jarvan goes for the Corki again. Corki now in trouble. Dies. Scion taking tower damage. Caitlyn rushing through, trying to get more damage on him. Volibear coming up the backside. Scion has to Youmu's away, uses ult. He curves the bullets. You see that trajectory? Nothing can stop this man except for that piece of rubble right there. Give it up for this piece of rubble. As backs happen, it looks like it cancels out everything. Mordekaiser's still trying to push top lane. Caitlyn, Pyke close to mid. Caitlyn actually trying to push a little bit more in. Bot lane getting no love right now. Udyr trying to clear ganks. Caitlyn making a move to probably go towards Baron and maybe Ward. It's getting to that point in time where they're actually going to start considering it. Corki and Sivir mid lane. Looks like they're going to have a confrontation. Volibear and Mordekaiser are going to say, let's do it one more time. Let's make the vine happen. Pyke comes up, says, no, I ain't going to let you do that. You hurt my friend too much. Slides to the side, tries to get the stun, misses. Goes in again, smacks on the Mordekaiser, gets some good damage off Bear stance. He's going deep. Mordekaiser has to flash. Scion still pushing bot lane. Unevaded right now. No one is near him to stop him from doing what he's doing right now. They are threatening Baron at the same time, so they're going to have to choose one or the other. Looks like they've chosen Scion. Caitlyn, meanwhile, the closest one to actually activate if something happens up there. Scion has to run away using the ult. He is going to be gone. He's still trucking. Sivir walking around Dragon trying to figure out what she's going to do. Looks like she's going to actually go for another buff again. Scion going for a quick pink ward stop. Corki tries to shoot something to stop him from doing that, but guess what? Scion really doesn't care. Go figure. Sivir taking a Caitlyn trap. Mordekaiser running down towards mid. Looks like they're going to try and re-intervene and stop this push mid lane. Scion clearing more wards. Scion meeting 4 of the enemy team. Looks like there's an engage that attempted to happen. Jarvan jumped in. Looks like Scion jumped in. Here comes Scion with the ultimate. Stops the Mordekaiser from moving on. Udyr and Mordekaiser fighting the Scion in the background. Meanwhile, Jarvan takes out Corki. Udyr jumps into Scion trying to do something. They push Scion back into the middle of the side. Udyr goes down to Sivir. Scion goes down to Mordekaiser. And in the middle, Mordekaiser finally goes down to Scion. Looks like it is an entire fiesta. Lux takes Pyke. Caitlyn in the background still trying to do a little bit of damage. Ace to Sivir. Dragon down for a red team. That's going to be very important, along with it being Fire Drake this late into the game. It's actually going to be a little bit of a damage buff. Clearing out their sides of the map, it seems. Udyr trying to do a little bit of his jungle. Caitlyn, Corki setting up top. Corki going for the blue buff in the stead. Mordekaiser trying to clear out top lane's push. Meanwhile, Scion and Sivir bot lane trying to get a little bit of a more action going. Udyr and Pyke about to have a 2v2 on their hands. Scion face ults Udyr to get the knock up. Udyr has to flash away. It looks like he's going to have to run. Pyke saves him with a stance, but it's not going to happen actually because Sivir just activates her ult and says, "You can't outrun me." Sivir takes the tower, but Corki and Caitlyn come in to have that fight once more. It looks like they're going to be able to take out Sivir. Now they're going to just pick apart this Scion that can't do anything about actual ranged enemies. Gets taken by the trap, can't actually run after the Corki. Corki can get a little too close. Stays away and gets the safe passive down. Mordekaiser fighting the Jarvan, getting ready to just end him. He gets away by using his staff. Barely. Mordekaiser still smells blood, though. Volibear coming up, trying to stop that chase. Volibear decides to chase the chaser instead, flashes him. Goes deep. A reset about to happen. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a team fight mid lane. Lux and Volibear with Corki and Mordekaiser setting. Pyke, Caitlyn coming up right behind. Udyr looking to get more of his jungle. Jarvan doing the same. Jarvan flashing master emote, thinking he's cool. Volibear sees blood in the water, goes in after Caitlyn. Caitlyn can't get away with E. Gets destroyed by the bear. Looks like a fight's happening right now. Pyke kills Scion. Volibear takes out Udyr, takes out Mordekaiser, and Scion takes out Pyke. Interesting trades back and forth. Looks like top lane's going to get a little bit of push. Sivir taking strong damage from the Corki right now. Can't really get away. Looks like she is taken down. Trying to take Baron. Corki comes up trying to do something. Volibear scares him off. Jarvan's still taking a lot of damage, kind of getting a little low. Lux taken out by how low she is. Jarvan has to jump over the wall. Almost dies again. Still in range by the Caitlyn ult, but Volibear takes the shot. Corki still smells blood. Coming in for damage. Volibear turns around. Tries to scare him off, and it works.
team's turret has been destroyed.
It looks like it's a little bit of a settle down period for both teams. They're setting up for trying to get more pushes. Bot lane is going to probably end up getting cleared by Udyr here in 1 second. Gorky coming down as well, so is Pike. Mordekaiser meeting Jarvan and Silver. It looks like they're going to part their own ways. Silver, Volibear, and Lux meet up. Sion decides to ult in. Gets nothing. Silver ults in behind. Sion now stops to fight Mordekaiser. Instant down to Corky fighting the Volibear. Udyr gets taken down, followed by Sion dying to Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser then dies back to Sion with his passive. Volibear standing and banging with Pyke underneath tower. Comes up behind Caitlyn. Gets pulled off by Pyke and retreats back into the jungle. Elder Dragon getting taken right now. Pyke and Caitlyn trying to come up to do something about it. They're on the side of it, taking out Ward. Pyke pulling Volibear over the side. Volibear going to handedly push Pyke off, making Caitlyn have to back off as well. That was not the best idea to do. At the 41-minute marker, looks like GameStop's going to try and get a Baron play underneath their belt. Jarvan just took red above them. Sion getting ready to fight Corky up in the top bush. Everyone's going to try and react to that, pull Sion over. Sion's now completely shut off by his allies. Gets taken out and subdued in the corner. Volibear runs deep trying to get the Caitlyn. Ults on Udyr, fights him down. Almost kills him. Ends up doing it because of his shockwave. Jarvan taking out Pyke, but Caitlyn following suit and taking him out as well. Mordekaiser fighting to stay alive. Takes out the Silver, but Volibear is still there and probably will end up helping the Lux take the kill. Caitlyn looking to try and get a little more farm while nothing's happening. Taking out a ward and taking blue buff. She has a double buff right now. Goes towards mid, tries to clear out the lane. Volibear and Lux following after. Sion ult coming down mid, trucking along, looking for a target, ends up getting no one, stops before the tower, taking tower shots. Udyr comes up, Mordekaiser pulls him on the tower, Caitlyn dies off screen to Lux comes in, Volibear comes in, Jarvan comes in, flips Udyr, smacks down to Udyr, Lux ults, Jarvan ults. Sion now finally down from his passive. Mordekaiser trying to chase down the Lux. Lux ends up going down to Mordekaiser. Silver still fighting on. Over here in the side, we're still seeing a jamboree go on. Volibear takes down Corky. Jarvan takes down Pyke, and they push. They push Mordekaiser back. Volibear looking for the kill, though, coming in. Hits the E, almost misses, and gets the smack with the full Dead Man's Gauntlet. An ace this late with how long their cooldowns are for respawning might actually end up being game. Well, with a decisive 2 wins under their belt, it seems as though GameStop has fallen a little short in this one. We'd like to thank everyone who turned into the stream today, and we'd like to thank all of the competitors that took part in it. We are appreciative of everyone who put their time and effort into it, and we thank all of you for tuning in. Thank you.